Greetings YouTubers, Danielle Bluestone here at the Magic Bus on Wednesday, April the 6th, 2016. Welcome back. I'm just going to make this a short video today, and I'm going to talk about the method that I use for painting my ceramics. Okay, so to start off with, I use these Duncan Concepts. These are underglazes. They're about $5 a bottle, and I guess they're 2 US fluid ounces, or 59 milliliters. I can't use them straight out of the tube because the color is quite thick. So I've got to water it down, and I use an airbrush for painting my ceramics. Now, before I get to that, I'm not gonna move the camera, but I want you to see over here, I've got these little coins kind of thing that have the name. This is Light Nautical, number 121, and this is Bright Tangerine, number 052. So these are just bisque-fired pieces that have the underglaze painted on them and the name, and then they're covered with clear glaze. So when I'm selecting what colors I want to use, this is my whole palette here. This is what I have to work with. And the reason that I use coins like this is when they come out of the tube and you're painting with them, you're not going to see the brilliance of the color. You won't know what the color is actually like until it's fired. So these are fired pieces, and they give you an accurate idea of what the color is going to be. So, okay, so that's that, and I've just got them numbered according to the way that the manufacturer numbers them. Now, Duncan isn't the only kind you can use. You can use Mako or other colors. I just prefer to use these because they're simple. I get nice, bright, cartoony color, and I like that. So, alright, so on this piece here, I'm using neon blue. Where are we here? Neon blue and bright papaya. So these are the colors, what it's going to look like once it's fired. Alright, I'll just put these over here. Now, like I say, when they come out of the tube, they're quite thick, and you're not going to be able to push them through the airbrush. So I mix the color with water, and I get it to kind of a milky consistency. And when I get it thin enough that the airbrush will push through it, I'll suck it up with the syringe. Just a minute, I'm going to mix this up a little bit because it's been sitting. So I'll mix up the color there. And then I know that if I can suck it up through the syringe, then it's going to push through the airbrush okay. If I have it any thicker than that, then the airbrush is going to get clogged. Okay? So, I'm using
Nezrala's Tempo.
I'll just clean this out now.
CVC Music.
This is a Pache single action airbrush, and the color cup is right here. They also have little bottles that you can use, but I prefer using the cup. So I'm just pushing some water through that. I don't want to spray it on the lens. Oh, can you see that? So I'm just pushing through some water through there to clear the brush, and then I'll fill it with some more color. Okay, I am going to have to put my glasses back on, I'm afraid. But that's okay, because I'm going to zoom in on the piece here. Zoom. So, I've done a couple of sides already. I still have to do this side here. I'm out of color. So I got to suck up some more color in the brush. Looks like I'm going to have to mix up a little bit more here because I've only got maybe half a syringe full. So with a single action brush like this, there's just a little down button that you push. With a dual action, you got a down button and a back button, so that you can control the amount of paint and the amount of airflow. With a single action, you can just use the airflow. Okay. To adjust the amount of paint, there's a little valve thing here that moves in and out, and so all the way counterclockwise is stop down. Now nothing's coming out. Now you got a little bit of color. So if you're going into, you know, fine areas, then you don't want to have like a real thick spray. So the air compressor that's running the brush is inside the house, and I've got like a 100-foot hose. Should have forgot those stairs. I got a 100-foot hose running down to the compressor in the house so that I don't have to listen to it because it's awful noisy. And this way here I can. Alright, so let's see, brush. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. It's not really that critical. So I can just tell by eyeball and by feel how. Oh, I can't stand off it. Better kill that for a minute. Okay. Yeah, how much water I actually need to mix so that it'll push through the airbrush. So again, I have reincorporated syringes into my toolkit because when I was in my teens and 20s, I just about killed myself sticking these things in my arms with all kinds of drugs. So God kept me around for a reason, and like I say, it's part of my toolkit now. I don't stick them in my arms anymore, and don't you either. Yeah, it's some 30 or 40 years. Let me see, I quit using needle drugs when I was 27 and I'm 65 now. So you do the math. Yeah, anyway, I quit using needle drugs when I was 27. I've been clean all that time. And, you know, talk about your past coming back to bite you in the bum. Well, I'm living with hepatitis C now. And you know, for the most part, I do pretty good, but, you know, there are days, there are times when the fatigue and the brain fog and everything else hits me, and it ain't no fun. So word to the wise, you know, stay away from the drugs, especially that shit that's on the street now that's killing kids. Alright, so I've done a couple of coats on the surface here. And now what I'm going to do is take a wet sponge and I'm going to wipe this whole piece down. And you see what's happening here is all of that color. I'm taking the color off the surface, but I hope, yeah, you can probably see this. The color that remains is going into all these little lines that I scored in the clay when I was building the piece. Yeah, it just kind of makes it look a little funkier, you know. And then once I got the whole thing wiped down, I may put another coat of blue on there, then wipe that down, and then I will spray another color on top. And if I do it right and I get the consistencies correct, then when the thing is finished, you'll have that orange on the surface and that nice blue peeking through all the texture. It'll look really sharp. But of course, I won't see that until after the work is bisque fired. So, or glaze fired rather. Alright, the opera guy's probably over now. And then I'm going to have to paint them like this. This color here is called underglaze. So, the sheen that goes on the surface is clear glaze, and that's actually melted glass. So once I've got the color on here, then I've got to repaint them all with clear glaze, and then glaze fire them. And, you know, as we work along here, you'll see the finished result in a future video. Okay, so for places that are hard to get into with the little sponge, I've got these brushes that I picked up at the dollar store. You can get them at the dollar store or the hardware store. These kind of things. You know, you use them for house painting to get into corners and around windows and stuff like that. So, so I picked them up the other day, just so, you know, in here it's going to be hard to get a big sponge, but I could probably do a pretty good job with this. Oh yeah, there you go, see? Very nice. I'm just rinsing out with water each time. Alright, I'll zoom in a little closer here so you get a better view of the effect. How's that? Can I go even closer? That's pretty good. That fills the whole screen, eh? So, I'll just spin it around. So I like this, on a few of these pieces now I've put staircases in the front and back, so that, you know, if you're going to put it in your fairy garden, or if you're going to use it as a tea light thing at home, that it's going to be nice from all angles. And I kind of like the idea of, you know, up the down staircase, or, you know, that song by Alan Parsons Project, what goes up must come down, what must stand must fall. Anyway, that's, yeah, so that was the idea. Alright, so you got a good look at it so far. I'm going to zoom back out here. There I am. Hello. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and spray another coat of blue on here. You don't need to see this again because you already got the idea. I'm going to spray another coat of blue and then wipe it down again so I make sure that I've got all that nice blue texture in there. And then I'll go on to the next stage. So I'll just turn the camera off for now and then I'll be back at you later. Okay, I'm back for round 2. I've got a bucket of fresh water here and I've mixed up the second color that I'm going to spray on here. So I've basically told you everything that I wanted to tell you about how I work with color, using these color chips, you know, to give you an idea of what mixes you're going to do, if you're going to do complementary colors or analogous colors or whatever. This is a real good way to go about it. So I'll keep the camera rolling, but I'll probably just, you know, double speed or quadruple speed it because I've pretty much said what I have to say. So I'll just carry on, keep working on this piece, and so on and so forth. Okay? So I'll shut up now. I got a fresh hit of bright papaya. I'll just zoom in on the piece and continue working, and then I'll sign off at the end here. Okay, so back to the creative zone. How's that? Okay, good. Okay, there you go. So you get the idea. I'm just going to continue. Oh, see, the light is flashing. I'm running out of tape. So I'm going to sign off for now. Danielle Bluestone signing off. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my videos, please share them, and talk to you next time. Bye.